Now on Forward, 1 year post-tornado, the work to rebuild North St. Louis is still very much a work in progress.
The rebuilding process, it's not easy.
The mission to move forward sometimes starts in neighborhoods. How a local market is adapting to come back stronger than ever.
We lost a lot of members of the community because they can't afford to rebuild.
I think it's time to move forward.
You should take pride in the whole area.
I just feel like this is our time.
This is First Alert Forward.
In less than 2 weeks from today, St. Louis remembers a devastating milestone. May 16th marks 1 year since a tornado ripped through North City, taking out homes and businesses and uprooting so many lives. I'm Corey Stark here along Kings Highway. Many of the local shops here are staples in the community, and they provide a valuable resource for so many families that aren't plentiful in many areas. Soll's Gateway Market behind me is one prime example. Now work is underway to restore that massive building, but the entire community is at a crossroads right now, and the market is trying to figure out how to best serve the community in the years ahead.
I started pounding on the back of the building saying, you know, let me in. And sure enough, as soon as they opened the door, I was blown in. The roof came off here. It blew through the top part of this building here and then out the side. So it was pretty scary.
Lucky to still have his life. May 16th, still fresh on the mind of Ed Schumann. He's the store director of Soll's Gateway Market near North Kings Highway in Page.
The customers that were up here went downstairs to the basement. So that was our way of keeping them safe.
Schumann shared pictures of the tornado's aftermath. 24,000 square foot building that has been standing for more than a century, lost part of its roof, and bricks were peeled off the front and back of the building. The extensive damage forced the store's closure, cutting off a critical resource for so many people in North City.
Soll's Gateway Market is basically in a food desert. And so it provides a lot to the Fountain Park and Academy community.
For the community members that are still here, are they missing their Solls?
Oh, yes, yes. I can't tell you that how many times, you know, we walk back and forth in and out of the building here, just doing different things on a day-to-day basis. When are you opening back up? We miss you. We want you back. You know, so yes, the community embraces us. And they want us back, full force. No ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Work to reopen is now happening. When we were there, crews were working to repair the exterior walls and roof. But that work only got started a month ago, nearly a whole year after the tornado hit. Schumann says insurance is paying for 80% of the rebuild.
The rebuilding process, it's not easy. We struggled with the insurance company, you know, and we still are, trying to rebuild the store. And it's one small task at a time.
And coming by the building day by day, week by week, and seeing nothing happening, elements coming into the building, was it frustrating?
Frustrating, yeah. Very tiring too, because, you know, when the water comes in, the first thing you want to do is react to get it back out, right? You don't want it damaging anything else or just sitting in there because, you know, it just creates other problems.
As Ed and I stood on the roof of Soll's, the tornado damage to the Fountain Park and Academy neighborhoods is still very evident. Many homes looked like they hadn't been touched since the twister blew through. Schumann says these people and his business need help and wants more from the city.
The city has the opportunity of those RAMS funds, and you know, they could be using those to really help stabilize the community. I mean, look out here and you'll see we lost a lot of members of the community because they can't afford to rebuild. So they had to move on, and that's tough. That's really tough.
The St. Louis Board of Aldermen set aside $30 million in interest from the RAMS settlement for tornado recovery. But Schumann is joining a growing number of people who want the $250 million of RAMS funds to go primarily to rebuilding North City. Mayor Kara Spencer recently said in her State of the City address, the RAMS money should be split into 3 buckets: recovery in North St. Louis, economic development downtown, and improving the city's water system.
You see so many people that are struggling and everything, and you would think that there would be a faster process instead of everybody dancing around what needs to be done, how can we immediately help the individuals? Like a store like ours.
Knowing that we're in a food desert, that the city would make that step and knock on your door, contact you, what do we need to do to make sure that you guys get back up and running? You're saying that hasn't happened.
No, we're knocking on the doors, asking for help, and trying to see what they can do to help us move forward.
And looking forward, there is a lot of uncertainty.
Is it fair to say the next chapter of Soll's is going to look different because of the tornado?
Yes, I would say that's a very safe statement.
Yeah.
And I think it's important that we understand what it is that they need, because, like I said, most of the people have left. A grocery store, maybe not something that they need right now. Maybe it is. Yeah. Maybe it's the hardware store. You know, I'm not sure.
Other ideas for the space include a storage facility or a flea market.
We looked at, maybe a possible like antique/flea market area to where these could be broken into small booths, which would help the community because then they could come in, they could sell items too in their area, so it would help them start to rebuild.
Walking with Schumann through the barren store aisles, he says after the roof is repaired, they'll work to clear out the store shelves to help them better figure out what's next. He says realistically, the store is at least 4 months from reopening. In the meantime, he hopes the city develops a better plan to help the thousands impacted by the deadly disaster.
I just think that the city is so much more powerful than that they could move faster. They need a lot of help, and anything that can be done by the city to help them move forward, I think is only going to benefit the city in general, by having this community thrive again.